Do you ever wake up feeling unmotivated, dragging yourself through the day, only to go to bed frustrated because nothing got done? You're not alone. Today, I'm going to share how to break that cycle and create a powerful daily routine so you wake up determined and go to bed successful. Success doesn't happen by accident, it's built one day at a time. If you want to transform your life, it starts the moment your alarm goes off. Today, I'll show you how a determined morning mindset and structured daily habits can make every single day a win. Stay with me until the end because these principles will change how you approach every day of your life. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to wake up and immediately step into action, while others hit snooze 5 times and start the day already behind? It's not about luck, and it's not just because they're naturally energetic. The real difference lies in one simple but powerful habit. They wake up with intention. From the moment their feet hit the floor, they know exactly what they're working toward, and that clarity transforms their entire day. Most people start their mornings on autopilot. They roll out of bed, check their phone, scroll through social media, maybe rush through breakfast, and then wonder why the day feels chaotic and unproductive. When you begin your day without purpose, you hand over control to distractions. Notifications become your boss. Emails dictate your mood. And by the time you realize what happened, half your day is gone. This is the trap so many of us fall into, and it's the number one reason we feel stuck. But it doesn't have to be this way, because your mornings can become the most powerful part of your day when you decide to approach them with determination. So how do you do that? It starts before the morning even arrives. The truth is, a determined morning begins the night before. You can't just wake up hoping to feel motivated. It doesn't work like that. Motivation is unreliable, but intention is a system. Before you go to bed, take a few minutes to decide what tomorrow will look like. Write down the 3 most important things you want to accomplish. Not 10, not 20, just 3. Why 3? Because the brain loves simplicity. When you have too many priorities, you actually have none. Those 3 things become your compass for the next day. Now imagine this. You wake up and instead of asking, "What do I feel like doing today?" you already know the answer. You've already decided. That decision removes the stress of choice and puts you in motion. This is what high performers do. They don't wait to feel ready. They create readiness through planning. They've already done the thinking the night before, so their morning energy is spent on action, not on figuring out what matters. Let me give you an example. Picture 2 people starting their day. The first one wakes up without a plan. They pick up their phone, start scrolling, maybe check some emails, and now they're reacting to the world instead of leading their day. 2 hours pass and they haven't done anything meaningful. By noon, they feel overwhelmed and frustrated. Now, the second person, someone who set intentions last night, wakes up, stretches, grabs their list, and knows exactly what to tackle first. No decision fatigue, no wasted energy, just clarity. They start their day by attacking the most important task, and that sense of progress fuels the rest of their actions. Which life do you want? And here's another secret. The way you start your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. If you start with chaos, your day will feel chaotic. If you start with clarity, your day will feel purposeful. This is why the phrase, "wake up determined," isn't just a motivational quote, it's a strategy for life. Determination isn't a feeling. It's a mindset you build with preparation. And when you prepare, you position yourself to win. Now, some people will say, "I'm just not a morning person." But here's the truth. Determination isn't about being a morning person, it's about being an intentional person. Whether you wake up at 5 a.m. or 9 a.m. What matters is what you do in those first moments after you open your eyes. Are you reacting to life, or are you leading it? Every day gives you 2 options, drift or drive. Drift and the day controls you. Drive and you control the day. So, tonight when you're about to close your eyes, don't just think about what you did today. Think about what you want tomorrow to look like. Write it down, make it clear, and commit to waking up with purpose. Because when you wake up knowing exactly what matters most, you remove the noise, you eliminate the excuses, and you build momentum before the day even begins. Waking up with determination is powerful, but it means nothing if you don't follow through during the day. And that's where most people fall short. They start the morning feeling motivated, but by noon that energy fades. They get caught in distractions, pulled into urgent tasks that don't matter. And before they know it, the day is over and they've barely touched what's truly important. This is the cycle that leaves so many people feeling frustrated when their head hits the pillow at night. So how do you break it? How do you make sure that when you go to bed, you feel successful instead of stressed? It comes down to execution and reflection. Success is not built on motivation alone. Motivation is a spark, but it burns out fast. What keeps the fire alive is discipline, the ability to do what matters even when you don't feel like it. That means structuring your day so it becomes easier to stay on track and harder to drift. It starts with your priorities. When you wrote down your top 3 tasks the night before, you gave yourself a map. Now, the goal is to follow that map without getting lost in the noise. Think about how most people work. They open their laptops and before doing the most important thing, they check emails. Then they get sucked into messages, meetings, and meaningless scrolling. 2 hours gone and nothing significant has happened. If you want to go to bed successful, you need to reverse that order. Start your day by attacking the hardest and most meaningful task first. This is called winning the first battle, and it sets the tone for everything else. When you complete one big thing early in the day, you create momentum. That momentum makes the rest of your tasks easier because now you're reworking from a place of progress, not pressure. But here's the key, your day isn't just about checking boxes. It's about moving closer to your bigger vision. Every action should answer this question. Is this bringing me closer to where I want to be, or is it just keeping me busy? There's a huge difference between being busy and being productive. Busy people do a lot, productive people do what matters. If you want to go to bed feeling accomplished, you need to train yourself to recognize that difference. Now, let's talk about distractions because they're everywhere. Your phone buzzing, notifications popping up, people demanding your time. These things will steal your success if you let them. The easiest way to fight distractions is to eliminate them before they happen. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Set boundaries for your time. Create a space where you can focus deeply without interruptions. Because here's the truth, every time you get distracted, it takes an average of 20 minutes to get back to full focus. That means if you're checking your phone every few minutes, you're sabotaging your own progress. And then comes the part that most people skip, the reflection at night. This is where the real growth happens. Before you go to bed, don't just crash into sleep. Take 5 minutes to look back at your day. Ask yourself, did I do what I said I would do? Did I move forward on the things that matter most? What did I learn today that I can use tomorrow? Reflection isn't about beating yourself up for what you didn't do. It's about learning and adjusting so you can improve every single day. Success isn't one big leap, it's a series of small, intentional steps, and reflection makes those steps sharper and stronger. Imagine this scenario. You've been doing this consistently for 30 days. Every night you check in with yourself. You celebrate small wins. You notice patterns, what works and what doesn't, over time your approach. And because you're tracking your progress, you stay motivated even on tough days. This habit of reflection turns ordinary days into powerful building blocks for your future. When you execute your plan during the day and reflect at night, you create a cycle of progress. You wake up each morning with clarity, you spend your day in focused action, and you go to bed knowing you've moved closer to your goals. That feeling of success doesn't come from luck, it comes from design. It comes from living intentionally, one day at a time, until those days add up to the life you've been dreaming of. When you wake up with intention and end your day with reflection, you take full control of your life. Success isn't about chance or luck, it's about deliberate actions, small victories, and consistent efforts stacked day after day. Every morning is a fresh opportunity to move closer to the life you want, and every night is a chance to learn, grow, and prepare for the next day. Remember this, determination in the morning creates momentum, and disciplined execution throughout the day turns that momentum into results. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment is the one you create when you choose to wake up with purpose and go to bed proud of what you've achieved. Your future starts with what you decide to do today. Wake up determined, go to bed successful, and repeat until your dreams become reality.